When you're at the front of the line and you have to pay for something, have you ever just wished there was a different way to pay that doesn't require you to take your card out? Thanks to a Chinese startup, it is now possible. We live in a world so dependent on technology that there have become ways to pay by using something other than cash and credit cards, our phones. It's a very safe way in terms of not worrying that you will lose your card because it is in your phone. But what if you lose your phone? Then your credit card information is out in the public and open where someone can take it and use your card and you'll have to cancel it. Or forget it at home when you leave the house. Then you'll have to be the friend that asks, "Hey man, can you spot me?" It all becomes a huge hassle and no one wants to deal with that. For these reasons, this is why people have thought of a more convenient way to pay. Using face detection is the most convenient way to pay. You simply just scan your face and you've already paid and are all ready to take your bag and leave. There are many other aspects to this new system which will be discussed later. To start off, I would like to mention the few things that I would like to discuss about with this new technology. The first being, how does it work? As someone who gets drawn into new technology, I would like to know everything about it and the tech speculations, especially with something like this where your face is being scanned into the system. You want to make sure it is safe. Also, just for the curiosity purposes, because it is such a cool idea. Second, there are the other features in this phone application. No one wants to use this phone application solely for the purpose of one thing. People will want to do other things with it to make it more interesting. The first thing I want to talk about is, how does face detection work? This new technology is made by Alipay, which is a virtual bank account created by Ant Financial, which is affiliated with a Chinese financial e-commerce, Alibaba. The newly developed algorithm method is done by metric features. It can identify a customer's face in large crowds in the camera and can also tell the difference between identical twins. Now, I know it seems a bit scary and concerning to put information like that onto a machine. The Chinese have been doing face recognitions since 2015, and 1/3 of users have scanned their faces into the system. It has an accuracy of 99.8%. The system is easy to use. Face++, upload a picture of yourself onto the system. Then it will analyze the facial biometric data and pinpoint 83 spots on your face for a higher percentage of accuracy, which is why the system has such a high accuracy rate of 99.8%. The second thing I want to talk about is the alternative features that Face++ has to offer. As I mentioned earlier, the Face++ not only can perform face recognition, but it can also analyze other features of you, such as how old you are. It can compare faces. For example, it can tell the difference between identical twins. It can tell if you're male or female, and it can identify your emotional state. Are you happy, sad, excited, sleepy, etc.? Companies in China are working on trying to install this into their business for security entrances into the building or office. It first started off in fast food restaurants such as KFC, making KFC the first ever restaurant to pay using face detection. It can also be used for criminal cases such as robberies. Criminals would be easily detected using surveillance cameras. They can be wearing a mask and it can still detect who the robber is. In conclusion, the idea of using face detection as a payment method, business security, and crime investigation makes it more convenient. The goal is so that in the future, no one will need to bring their wallets to eat, and so that people will make smart choices out in public because the surveillance cameras will catch you. To finish it off, I would like to show you this video.